Thank you for choosing the good old couch as your entertainment provider. Please sit back and relax. We will be with you shortly.
Engines roar, black tracks burn ahead. Victory smell living in my head. Tires screaming, gripping the way. Fueling the fire, it's my game to play. Helmet down with the finish in sight. Adrenaline rush filling the night. Dust and sparks shaping the day. On the circuit I'm here to stay. Speeding hearts, we own the track. Pedals to metal, no looking back. Racing dreams, burning fast. Crossing the line, I'm built to last. Crowd cheers loud like a thunderous wave. Under the lights, the champion they crave. Flags in the air, they know the tale. Glory's in reach, I'll never fail. First. Pit stop, hustle, gear so tight. Seconds count in this fight. Sweat drips steady, the tensions grow. Ready, steady, let that power flow. Speeding hearts, we own the track. Pedals to metal, no looking back. Racing dreams, burning fast. Crossing the line, I'm built to last. Yeah. Pit stop, hustle, gear so tight. Seconds count in this fight. Sweat drips steady, the tensions grow. Ready, steady, let that power flow. Yeah. Crowd cheers. Yeah. Yeah. Pit stop, hustle, gear so tight. Seconds count in this fight. Flags in the air, they know the tale. Glory's in reach, I'll never fail. Engines roar, black tracks burn ahead. Victory smell living in my head. Tires screaming, gripping the way. Fueling the fire, it's my game to play. Helmet down with the finish in sight. Adrenaline rush filling the night. Dust and sparks shaping the day. On the circuit I'm here to stay. Speeding hearts, we own the track. Pedals to metal, no looking back. Racing dreams, burning fast. Crossing the line, I'm built to last. Crowd cheers loud like a thunderous wave. Under the lights, the champion they crave. Flags in the air, they know the tale. Glory's in reach, I'll never fail. First. Pit stop, hustle, gear so tight. Seconds count in this fight. Sweat drips steady, the tensions grow. Ready, steady, let that power flow. Speeding hearts, we own the track. Pedals to metal, no
Welcome back, everyone, to our test race for our newest league. This is going to be the Good Old Couch ADS F1 24 League. Again, you're joined by myself, and boy, am I glad to be back. I'm Anomaly, and this is my excellent co-host, Persephone.
Hello.
Hello, Persephone. I'm so happy to have you back as well. I'm happy to have all of our fans back. This is just to clarify for everyone watching out there, this is only the test race. So we are going to just be testing everything from like the lobby up until the joining, up until the racing, up until the sound. So if there's anything that you guys need to feel that you have to comment on or let us know, bring it to our attention, please feel free to do that in the chat. Pop us your support. We have an immense amount of new drivers for this league as well, so we are ecstatic to introduce all of them to you. So yeah, please, if there's anything that you feel that needs adjusting, let us know.
Yeah, no, definitely. Like Anomaly said, we have so many new races. It feels like we're going to be auctioneers because we're going to run through their names as quickly as possible, just not taking a breath in between, just talking through them as quickly as possible and just reading them. And if we make any mistakes, we're really sorry, but we're going to try our best and we're just going to... It's going to go like that.
That is such a fantastic segue, actually, Persephone, because I feel that I need to put it out there, because I got a text message from one of our drivers earlier today who informed me that during the entirety of last season I mispronounced his name. So this is an apology going out to Zaragon, not Zaragon. It's Zaragon. So yeah, hopefully.
Right in the last race.
No, he did in one of the I think it was the thingy, the race where we did all of the short races, and it took us like 3 races.
He wasn't in the league.
Yeah, that's true. But
this is going to be his first league. I mean, I don't think we can be faulted for saying his name wrong if he wasn't in the league yet.
That is true. That's true, and I'm hoping that he hears us, that he watches the stream. I did see him a little bit earlier there in the chat. Says Regon, welcome to you. Welcome also to everyone else. Like you guys can see, we have quite a full grid for our test race this evening. So yeah, I want to have a look. Let's just pan the camera in here on Hannibal, who's beached. Hannibal, buddy, we love you. This is a fantastic start to the qualifying session.
Well, Hannibal is going to try and get out of the rough. Well, there he goes.
There you go. Go, Hannibal, go.
Go, Hannibal, wonderful. Oh,
he's going to get there, guys. He's going to get there.
Yeah. He's just missing that MSC advertising board. There he goes. This is going to be hectic on his tires, though. Now all those grass and everything is stuck to his tires. It's just going to make everything slippery.
It's going to be a little bit of a hard out lap for Hannibal here at this point in time. I quickly wanted to get our map up there for us. And guys, do we have quite the surprise for you guys this evening? Actually, earlier today, I did the effort of printing or like putting the map up on a Word document, extremely profesh. And yeah, I did. And I sent it to Persephone as well. So now we can call out the corners' names. So I am so excited. I'm so excited to give you like the correct cornering. I'm quickly going to jump to Mr. Frey here. He just passed the, let me just see, the start finishing. He's going to go around T1, which is the Castrol Edge, I might add. Okay, he's already passed that one. He's getting to T2 now, which is Remus. So very excited to be telling you guys that Mr. Frey is going around Remus. But yeah, I'll call out the names of the corners if I do remember to check my phone. But I did want to have a look. We are driving Red Bull Ring in Austria for the test race. This is our usual test race track that we usually do. It's not that hard of a track, to be honest. It's one of my favorites, and I try to hint at all our races earlier today to see if someone can tell me that it's their favorite as well, so that I can be like, oh, this is this racer's favorite track. But no one did, so it's just going to be Anomaly's favorite track.
Nobody said it's their favorite?
Nobody said it's their favorite, so now it's just Anomaly's favorite track.
Oh my goodness, what happened to Hannibal? Is he out of the race?
Yeah, I don't think he was able to recover from that from that beach that we saw there a little bit earlier. But yeah, I don't know. Let's quickly maybe, Persephone, run through our races that we have on the grid. You can give the times. I'll give a little bit of background on the racer. How do you feel about that?
Okay, so are we saying the name, the time, background? The name, the time, background.
100%. Let's see if it works.
Okay, we have Spectre with a 1.05845.
That's a fantastic time to already have up on the board. And as you guys know, Spectre was the winner of our Good Old Couch ADS F123 League, and he's back. He's back again for the Williams team. He does have a different teammate this time. You'll see that he's teamed up with Marksman, who's also a returning racer. And then probably a little bit more of a stiff competition going to be happening between Spectre Wolf and Danky Monkey in this season. But yeah, Spectre, we're really glad to have him back.
Brilliant. Then we have God of War with a 1.05990. Split seconds behind Spectre Wolf.
Split seconds, guys. Okay, so introducing God of War also as one of our newbie league drivers this season. You guys might have heard a little bit about him when we had that full-on Saturday race where we drove all the tracks. He is the only person that I'm aware of in our league that's driving on a keyboard. So he just decided he's going hard mode. But yeah, as you can see, excellent times already up there on the leaderboard, and he's going to be one to watch, definitely.
Brilliant. Then we have Marksman 9110 with a 1.06069.
And guys, Marksman, like I just said, he's also a returning racer. Unfortunately, had to drop out about mid-season in the previous league. But he's back with a lot of energy and a lot of excitement. He's also definitely one to watch. So I'm afraid that we might again be seeing the Williams team up there in the manufacturers. So yeah, we're very excited to welcome Marksman back.
Brilliant. Then we have Ace 555 with a 1.007.018.
Oh my goodness, guys, and our league Gambit is back up there driving for McLaren this season. Ace 555, welcome back. It's excellent to see you up there in 4th position. Keep the McLaren name high. Like you guys might have remembered last season, Ace he just did not want us to fit him into a certain box. He was just no, he's going to surprise us each and every race. And we're just definitely looking forward to him doing it again.
Brilliant. Then we have Foxy Cute with a 1.07129.
Guys, Foxy Cute is one of our newest drivers, also joining fresh this league. We have a lot more females in the league this time around, so hopefully we can give these guys some competition. As you guys might have remembered last league, we said it would be fantastic to see some more drivers just coming in and giving our guys just a hell of a time of competition, especially the ones who's quite confident sitting up there in pause 1, 2, 3. And as you guys might have remembered also from our Saturday race event, Foxy Cute definitely giving a lot of competition, definitely keeping her line straight, and she has a lot of control on the car as well. So we are very, very excited to see what she will be doing this season.
Brilliant. Then we have Frey with a 1.07498.
And guys, some of you might remember Mr. Frey. We actually met him during last season when the season was ongoing. So unfortunately, he was not able to join in last league. But you guys can definitely see the time is there. He's going to be a stiff competition, keeping the Ferrari name high. Welcome, Mr. Frey.
Brilliant. Then we have V-Power 1985 with a 1.07527.
Guys, V-Power is also one of our new drivers, definitely one to watch, and I do believe that he's teamed up with Zeragon, my apologies, and they're definitely going to be keeping the team name high, and it's going to be interesting to see what they will also bring to us this season. V-Power, welcome, we're very excited to have you here, also very new to the game, I must add, so it's excellent to see someone new to the league and also new to the game just being able to come in here and put up that competitive amount of time.
Brilliant. The Dogman with a 1.07824.
The Dogman, also a new racer to the league this time around. He's been giving our guys like a lot of competition on our Saturday event that we hosted. So we are excited to see Haas actually in the league this time around. So welcome, Dogman. We're looking forward to what you will be bringing.
Brilliant. Then we have Liz/Farman. I don't understand why he didn't fix his name with a 1.07862.
That's a fantastic question, guys. Some of you might remember Liz/Farman/Dagweider. And if you guys are wondering about the names, please go and check out www.golc.co.za. There's a Meet the Community page where you can have a look at all the names that Liz/Farman embodies. He's not one of our rookies this season around. He was the rookie to watch last time. This time he's a little bit more of a veteran, so welcome back, Farman.
Brilliant. I'm just quickly jumping to Danky Monkey with a 1.06352.
Welcome back, Danky. Like I said, it's very weird not to see him with Spectre in the Williams, but we're happy to have Kick out there on the track, and hopefully he's going to kick some butt this league. I'll escort myself out.
You may. Then I'll escort myself out to the next one. Nanarki.
Hey, Narki.
212.
Welcome, Narki. I don't know.
Narki, it's not Narki.
Yeah, I remember Nanarki in the chat a little bit earlier in last season. I couldn't pronounce his name, so I told him I'm going to call him Narki. So please, Narki, do me a favor. Do like Zeragon, send me a message with the pronunciation of your name so that I can apologize again next week.
It's not Narki. Then we have Zeragon with a 1.08868.
Welcome back, Zeragon, or welcome, Zeragon, for your first league. I'm like feeling like we've known you forever in this league, but yeah, he's also one of our rookies. This league is going to be showing us in the Visa Cash app core alongside V-Power what it is to just see a game that you are interested in, that you want to play, to embody that game and to just come out and show everyone what it means to just commit.
Brilliant. Then we have Nikonox with a 1.09171.
Guys, Nikki Knox, also a newbie, not only to the league, but also to the game. Guys, and is this lady showing us a thing or two? She's already up there with a lot of competitive times. Fantastic driver, and you can definitely see that she is still a newbie to the game. Although I have heard some insider info that she might be receiving a little bit of training there from Spectre Wolf. So I'm definitely thinking that Nikki Knox is someone to watch during this league.
Brilliant. Then we have Peach with a 1.09872.
And guys, Peach, also one of the new drivers, very excited to have her on board. I do believe, please correct me if I'm incorrect, but I do believe that she's also newish to the game. Definitely new to the league. We're excited to have her in here. And yeah, just show our drivers some love. Welcome, Peach.
Brilliant. Then we have Unfair Straw with a 1.22386.
And everyone, if you remember, Unfair Straw was actually part of our league last season, although she did have a little bit of network and connectivity problems during the league. I do believe that that's sorted. You can see her, she's already up there on the board. She's already ready for this. I also do believe that she got the wheel set up for herself as well for this league. So it's going to be fantastic to see what she will be bringing to the table.
Brilliant. And then last but not least, Hannibal, who cut our grass fast today with no time.
And it's funny because Hannibal spent this entire day telling me about lawnmowers and like gardening. So I do find it kind of hilarious that's the route he's deciding to take tonight. But what I do believe is that we've seen some excellent skill coming from Hannibal. So guys, I wouldn't even be surprised if this is just Hannibal deciding to go in hard mode and just to bring it in the race itself. So yeah, like you said, welcome Hannibal. Our other Mercedes teammate not present unfortunately this evening, but we will be seeing her alongside Hannibal also during next week's race.
Where is Wasabi?
Wasabi and Alf, I believe they also moved house during the week. So it's possible that they just need a little bit of recuperation time. So let's just say that it might be a little bit of car trouble this evening.
Ah.
Yeah, so everyone, let's have a quick run through our grid at the current moment. I see God of War jumped up there to first position with a 105.157. It is a mere split seconds above Spectre Wolf, but definitely one to have a look at. Spectre Wolf falling down there to second position, but more than enough time for him just to have another go at this track to see if he can push God of War back down to second. Then we have Frey in the pits taking third position at the current moment. He's probably happy with his time. He's like, no, I'm gonna show you guys in race. We've seen amazing things coming from Frey. Marksman there for the Williams in fourth position with a 106, so we're down to the 106s now. Danky Monkey following suit in fifth with a 106.352. Ace 555 unfortunately having dropped down from fourth position to sixth position there, also with a 106.568. So like you mentioned, Persef's mere split seconds. Foxy Cute following there in 7th position with a 107. V-Power there in 8th with a 107. The Dogman in 9th position with a 107. Liz/Farnman and am I proud to say up there in 10th position, Go Farnman with a 107. Nenarchy following suit in 11th position for Horse with a 108. Zarigon up there in 12th position. Well done Zarigon with a 108. Nicky Knox in 13th, 109. Peach in 14th with a 109. Unfair Straw in 15th with a 122. And Hannibal starting out in hard position from bottom grid. And then we have 1 minute and about 10 seconds left on our qualifier.
Brilliant. This is going to be a takeaway, right? When they all have to like, this is going to be chaos. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to see them pull away, right? Because how many times do we have like 16 drivers pull away?
I'm telling you, like it's going to be pandemonium.
Pandemonium. It's going to be amazing. I'm so excited. So let's see if we have fun people in the chat who's going to like I don't want to say
like drop us a suggestion there.
Yeah, do you think anybody's going to have a do do not finish, driving into each other's backside.
Are we going to have some excitement? That's what we're asking you tonight, chat. Are we going to have some car-on-car action?
I think so.
Well, definitely, I'm hoping so, Persephone. I'm definitely hoping so.
But that makes us sadistic, and that's not nice.
Well, it doesn't have to be intense action. It can just be like a little butt scrape.
Well, with how many tons is a F1 car?
Well, I do believe actually that they're quite light. I actually want to know if anyone there in chat knows what's the weight of an F1 car. Ace 555 there in chat. Hun puppy, definitely. We're going to be seeing some racing. Please, Ace, don't text and drive. The good old couch does not condone it.
No. I mean, I don't text and drive. I've never texted and driven ever before.
Exactly.
I just say that proudly.
That's amazing. That really is. I don't think anyone can actually say that.
I can say it.
Well done, Persephone.
Yeah. I'm very compliant.
Very compliant.
I'm very compliant. If somebody gives me a rule, I listen to it. So if I get to one of those circles where you have to go around the circle, I've seen people cut the circle because there's no other cars and stuff like that. They cut the circle. I will never cut the circle. I go around the circle. I'm very compliant.
I'm so proud of you. We're going to be seeing who's going to be going around the outside tonight. But I'm very, very proud of you. And then I've already went through the positions, except that Mr. Frey just pulled a fast one on us there and pushed himself up to first position, followed by God of War in second, Danky Monkey in third, Spectre in fourth, Marksman in fifth, Ace in sixth, Nanaki in seventh, Foxycute in eighth, Dogman in ninth, V-Power in 10, Liz in 11th, The Recon in 12th, Nikki Knox in 13th, Peach in 4th. I tried.
Well done. I see the Star Firepower told us how much a car weighs. So it's 798 kilograms.
Oh my goodness! Thank you so much. Thank you so much for Star Firepower. And
thank you that you said it in kilograms, because I have no idea what the conversion of kilograms and pounds are. Right?
That's a very good point. I agree 100% with you, Dan. And I also just want to point out, we asked how many tons. It's not even one.
It's not even 1 ton. It's not even 1 ton.
It's not even one.
Yeah, oh my goodness. I just had a random thought, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I was at this work retreat and we had to build a raft.
Mm-hmm.
And we had to put this bucky or this, I don't know what you call a bucky in English.
A truck.
Like a
truck.
Truck.
Yeah.
Yeah, a truck. I think a truck is fine, right? On this raft and push this thing over this pond.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had to lift it. And as we lifted, it dropped on one of our colleagues' fingers and broke her finger.
Oh my goodness!
Could you imagine 700 and what was it, 98 kilograms falling on your finger?
I also just realized what you can call a bakkie in English. It might also be Tupperware.
No, well, funny. You're funny.
Thank you. I'll escort myself out. And then we also have Golden Gohan. Oh, well done. Golden Gohan.
Look at that terrible. We have Ace with a do not qualify. Do not
disqualified.
Disqualified. We have Foxycute with a disqualified. Low Flash Farman with a disqualified. Zeriagon, I said your name correctly at least, with a disqualified. And this is
just the formation lab, people.
Luckily, it's just the formation lab. But
and then, we already have our gambit of the league starting out with no, I will not formulate.
But I mean, at least I will still be able to drive. But I mean, I told you, with 16 people pulling away, this is going to be chaos. Okay, let's not tell stories about cars falling on people's fingers. Let's actually look at the pull away.
Okay, so guys, please drop us there in the chat. What's your predictions? Who's going to take this race? Who's going to do not qualify on the first turn? Let's see.
Let's see. Oh, this is tense. No, show me the full view.
I'm trying.
What are you doing?
There we go. And we actually have God of War passing Mr. Frey on the inside line just before corner 1, pushing Mr. Frey down there to second position. God of War taking first for himself, but Mr. Frey is definitely not going to take this, guys. So you can definitely see him waiting for that opportunity. Unfortunately, having the outside line there, so not able to pass on God of War at the current moment. Mr. Frey is followed very closely there by Danky Monkey, attempting an overtake just before the corner, and he is succeeding, taking the inside line there and securing second position, although it does look like Mr. Frey is definitely be going to taking back that second position. Unfortunately, at the current moment, not able to just quite take the pass. He is followed closely, very, very closely, in fact, there by Spectre Wolf in the Williams in fourth position, just having a look there on Mr. Frey, trying to get that third position for himself. And guys, if you can remember, we've seen some epic battles between Mr. Frey and Spectre Wolf on our Saturday event, so it's definitely going to be one to watch on this, like in this race specifically. Marksman also up there in 5th position, and he's followed closely there by Ace in 6th position, just waiting to overtake. And we actually have Danky Monkey overtaking on God of War, and God of War taking it right back there on the inside line. We might be possibly seeing a very close battle for 1 and 2 as well, Persephs.
I can see that. We have, like you said, God of War in first position, Danky Monkey in second. Spectre Wolf just overtook Frey just took it back.
Well done.
There's no way. He's not going to give me even a chance to say that Spectre Wolf was in third position. So Frey keeps his third position. Spectre Wolf in fourth position. Marksman in fifth position. Ace 555 in sixth. Anarchy in 7. Peach in 8. Liz / Farman, he has to fix his name, in number 9. The Dogman in number 10. Reagon in 11. Foxy in 12. V-Power in 13. Hannibal in 14. Equinox in 15. And Unfair Straw in 16. And we have all...
Unfortunately, we have possible spin out here on the track. However, Peach recovering quite well. Well done there to Peach as well. And then we have a couple of overtakes here. We had Ace 555 overtaking on Marksman, taking that 5th position for himself. We also have Liz / Fawnman up there to position 8. Zarigon up there to position 9. Well done, guys. And then we already have Hannibal fighting his way back up the leaderboard. He's already back in position 13, starting from last position. So we might definitely also be seeing Hannibal just making a Mercedes-like comeback tonight as well.
That would be brilliant, yes. I'm sure he's missing his teammate, because we know the Mercedes team really drives well together, they play well together, they really support each other.
They really do, guys. They are our teamwork team of the race. And then we actually have Danky Monkey overtaking God of War on the straight there, just grabbing that DRS opportunity to have that first position. God of War little aggressive there, taking that first position back. You actually kind of saw him slide over the curbs to get back up there to first position. So definitely a very big battle going on here for 1 to 3rd. And then I just want to point out, Persephs, who do you see here in position 4?
I see Ace 555.
Yeah, I also see Ace 555 back up there to position 4. Well done, Ace. We're looking forward to seeing you just gambit away at this top 3. You can definitely see... Okay. We're going to see you gambit back up there to the top 3. Unfortunately, dropping down there to 6th position, as I was about to sing praises there to Ace. But we will definitely, luckily not losing that big amount of time, we will definitely be seeing a couple more overtakes from him as well.
No, we definitely will. I mean, sometimes you're in that great position and you think, all I have to do is I just have to keep that position, I just have to keep this momentum, and then the stress gets to you, or your car swerves, or the track gets to you, or someone from behind just puts on that pressure. It just happens.
Exactly.
So still excellent driving.
Exactly, and you know what the thing is about this track specifically, Perseus, is that it's very slow corners. So you have that very, very high speed straight where there's plenty and ample amount of overtake opportunity, but then you have extremely slow corners on this track. So you're going to have to keep your braking. That what did they say last league? The trail braking. You need to keep it on the trail.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness.
They're gonna keep it. Yeah, they need to keep on the trail. They need to keep the braking there.
They have to keep the braking on the trail, yes, of course. I just want to say we saw Danky Monkey and God of War battling out again. God of War in front, Danky Monkey in front, God of War in front, Danky Monkey in front.
Oh,
these two are
they're really hungry for this opportunity. It might just be the test race, but I've actually had a friend mention to me earlier today that there's still, even though it's a test race, there's still a lot to be proven in this race. It sets, specifically with your mindset, it might even set your tone that you have going for the league forward. And then he also just added that guys have a lot to prove. So yeah.
Oh.
So I was so inspired by the first part, and then it's just like, no, dude, just have a lot to prove. And I'm like, okay, ruined it, but fine.
Yeah, I mean, it was inspirational, whatever.
No, I was like so inspired. I was like, yes. But yeah, so the first part, I do admit, he might have a point there that this might be setting your tone for your race as well, even for your league. If you can do well in this test race, it's going to definitely show in the rest of your league as well. We just saw Danky Monkey running off there and a little bit of an unsafe entrance, but I don't believe that he would have been able to break that momentum. So yeah, very, very aggressive driving going on here in the front. At the moment, God of War having fallen back to fourth position. Spectre Wolf and Danky battling it out again there for first. Spectre Wolf just overtaking Danky Monkey. Very aggressive this evening. He does not want to let that. Yeah, right? He really does not want to let that first position go. And then we also have a battle here between Ace 555 and God of War. Ace 555 just taking the inside line. Unfortunately turning a little bit wide there. Would have been a fantastic overtake, although the time that he lost on God of War is not much. So he might be able to challenge him again shortly. And then we do have Spectre here in front, used to keeping Danky behind him, although like you mentioned, it would have been in a teammate perspective, so it might be a little bit of an added stress factor this evening that Danky is driving for the opposition team. And just that DRS kicking in on this straight, Danky Monkey overtaking Spectre Wolf for that first position.
Are they lapping the other cars?
Yeah, they're lapping the other car, so I believe it's Unfair Straw that's being lapped at the moment. Spectre Wolf again overtaking there on third position. I feel like we're just going to be watching like the first two positions this evening if we continue like this. So luckily we're just on lap 8. I just want to have a quick jump down here. If you guys would just bear with me for a moment. You see, there we see V-Power overtaking on the Dogman, taking 7th position for himself there. Then we also have, unfortunately, I do believe Liz might have spun out, yeah. So you see Fawnman also spun out a little bit there, affording Zarigon, Hannibal and Foxycute the opportunity to just overtake. So yeah, Persephone, it seems that we not only have a fight up there for first to third position, but also down here for 7th and 8th position, because you can definitely see the Dogman and V-Power and Zarigon actually caught up in such a challenge here in mid-pack. They're just going to go at it to see what positions they can gain for themselves this evening.
Yeah. And like you said, it does set the tone for the league. you want to finish the test race in a good position. You want to feel, how can I improve? Where do I finish in this test? What else can I do? Do I need to put in more practice? Do I need to work on my cornering? Do I need to work on my overtake? Whatever it might be. So
Definitely.
there is a lot that they can learn from this race as well.
Definitely. There you can also see Hannibal. Guys, Hannibal having started out in 16th position, already working his way up to 9th position. We are only on lap 9 of the race, so we might definitely be seeing a lot more coming from Hannibal as well. Definitely some more positions coming his way. Then we have some predictions in the chat. I just want to quickly have a look. We have the Star Firepower saying that Frey is definitely going to be ending top 5. So a lot of love for Mr. Frey there in the chat. Guys, we had so much love from our chat for our races in the previous league. They really did appreciate it a lot, and we love to see your predictions. So yeah, chat, drop us there a pause 1 to 3. Let's see if you're correct. And then everyone, just also be sure to have a look at our Discord server. I want to do a quick shout out because we do have a tier 2 race as well. So the races racing currently are tier 1. Ooh, unfortunately there for Zerigon, unfortunate runoff there. A little bit of a competitive stripe there between Zerigon and the Dogman. Visa Cash App and Haas definitely going at each other there. But yeah, like I was saying, the races currently that you are watching, this is our tier 1 races. We do have a tier 2 also going on at the moment. They are driving at exactly the same time that our tier 1 is driving on a Monday evening, and we will be hosting each Tuesday. We will be hosting a stream where we will update you guys on the standings and the pause and the wins of our tier 2 as well. So please keep an eye on that. Tier 2, please everyone, give us a shout out. Please be sure to contact the Discord server. I will be putting the link to the Discord up in the chat at the end of the stream. Get in contact with us on www.golc.co.za as well. Let's get you up there in the social so you can just have a good old time on the good old couch. So yeah, marketing done. Unfortunately, I have not yet received a sponsorship from Spur, but marketing done for the moment. Let's get back to our races.
Brilliant. So Frey is in first position at this moment, overtaking Danky Monkey and Spectwolf. Danky Monkey is in second position. Marksman came out of nowhere and took third position.
Oh wow!
Spectwolf is in fourth position. God of War in fifth position. Hannibal has surprised us all, and he's in sixth. Well, not surprised us, but I mean, he went from 9 to 6. Right?
That's fantastic. That is surprising.
Yeah, he's in 6th position. Foxy Cute in 7th position. Ace 555 in 8th position. Zerigon.
Zerigon.
In 9th position. Liz/Fonman, the person who has to change his name, in 10th position. The Dogman in 11th position. V-Power in 12th. Peach in 13th. Nikki Knox in 14, Anarchy in 15, and Unfair Straw in 16. And as I'm saying this, my peripheral vision is seeing how the positions are changing and everybody's jumping around. So, yeah, let's do it again, right?
I think we're definitely going to be seeing a lot of jumping, especially mid-pack. Like you mentioned, Persephone, our mid-pack is definitely going very, very hard there. And as you can have a look at our tires, which I forgot to put up there on the board for the first 12 laps of the race, so my apologies. But if you have a look at our tires, you can see most of our racers already pitted. Some of them is in the pit lanes at the current moment, so they are pitting for the hard tires, most of them, that will be lasting them for the remainder of the race. I do believe that we have some very brave racers: Danky Monkey, Foxy Cute, Zeragon, Liz, Dogman, Peach and Nikki Knox on the mediums. I'm wondering, Yeah, Zarigon, thank you. I'm wondering, Persephone, if these tires, if they're going to ride these tires out for the remainder of the race, it's going to be very interesting to see what's happening with the medium tire strats at the current stage. And then we have one exceptionally either brave or very smart racer, V-Power, there, pitted for soft tires. You can see how he has 0 laps on those softs. So he's probably going to be using them to gain as much positions as possible at the moment. However, it is going to make it a lot harder for him come lap around 20 out of 25. It's going to make it a little bit hard for him to keep control of that car.
Yeah, makes sense. I just want to do a quick disclaimer. So if you were here when we did all races in one day, you would have heard that I got a puppy. So I have to excuse myself for a second, just to take the puppy outside. So I am really sorry, Anomaly, but I'm just going to leave you for 1 second.
It's no problem, Persephone, although I hate to see you go. What's that saying? I love to watch you leave. I don't know. But yeah.
I'll be right back.
No problem at all, guys. So while we do await for Persephone to return, I just want to have a look here. You guys can see that we have a very, very tight fight at the current stage in time for our mid-pack. It is impossible for us at this point in stage to know who's going to be taking 7th to 12th. It's a very, very hard fight there at the moment. A lot of people passing each other. And then we can actually have a look here. I just want to see, we have Mr. Frey in the pit at the moment, although he does have quite a comfortable lead on Spectre Wolf. That might be lessening at the current moment. He is going to be exiting behind Spectre Wolf and also God of War and also Danky Monkey. So Frey having entered the pit lanes in position 1, exiting in position 4. Not a bad pit, Mr. Frey. We can definitely see you recover from that. There is still 10 laps left. Pitting for medium tires, so a very interesting strat there from Mr. Frey, but we have seen excellent car control and skill being displayed by him in some of our previous races. So I don't believe it's going to be a challenge for him. Then we actually do have quite a couple of penalties up on the grid, most probably for exceeding track limits, I must say. Usually that is the case on these slow corners. It's very tight slow corners, so it might be that some of our racers unfortunately or accidentally cuts the corners, not necessarily meaning to, but that will be leading up to penalties, because like I've said in our previous league, I don't know what you call it, our stewards, I think it's stewards, yeah, I wanted to say umpires. But yeah, our stewards are set to very strict. Then we also have Danky Monkey overtaking on God of War on this straight. Very aggressive driving coming from Danky Monkey this evening. I don't know if it's the lack of the Williams or just the excitement of the kick, but we're seeing a lot of kicks coming from his side as well this evening. And then yeah, God of War up to 2nd position, overtaking Danky Monkey on the inside line. Both of them running off. Guys, this is just the practice race. Yeah, it's just a practice race. And then everyone, I want to point out Hannibal as well. Having started out in 16th position, worked his way up to 5th position. I do see that he has not yet pitted. So a very, very late pit coming from Hannibal there. I think he rather used the time on the hard tires that he started out on to see if he can gain as much positions as possible. And like you guys can see, that was quite a lot, to be honest. So we are going to be seeing a late pit from him. I'm wondering if he's going to push that hard tires maybe for another lap or 2, maybe up until lap 18, where I believe he might be pitting for softs. If it was me, that would have definitely been the strategy that I employed. Very close to Hannibal, we do have Ace 555 coming up there in position 6. He does have a 1.1 second that he needs to make up on Hannibal, and you can definitely see a little bit of a fresher set of tires, only 6 laps on those hards of Ace. versus the 16 laps on the hards of Hannibal. So it might possibly be easier for Ace to control the car at this point in time. So excellent driving coming from these two as well. And then I want to have a look down here to Zarigon. You can see 4 laps on the hards for him and 4 laps on the hards for Foxy Cute, and he's already making up that time. He had a little bit of an unfortunate spin out earlier in the race, but you can see it's not throwing him. He has his mind set and he knows what he's going after. So he's definitely be going to making up some time there on Foxy Cute. And Foxy Cute now not only having to drive offensively to lessen that 7 seconds between herself and Marksman, but also having to keep a little bit on the defense to keep Zaragon there behind her, to ensure that she just keeps that position as well.
Did you see that spin out, that little spin out though?
I did see that spin out, but as I wanted to comment on it, I was very happy to see that Zarigon just pulled the car back together and just kept that control, because even usually with a spin off like that, it's very, very hard to keep control of your car.
That's true, but you still lose so much time, right? So,
you really do.
Yeah, and that's the unfortunate thing about that. It's, yes, luckily he held control of his car, and that's a really, really good job, because I would have been into the wall, and I would have been stuck, and I would have lost so much more time. But you lose, that time you do lose is just precious seconds.
It really is, and we have a very tight battle here between Hannibal and Marksman currently for that 6th position. Hannibal on the soft tires, he did pit for the softs on lap 18 like we thought, or lap 19, but it's definitely going to give him a little bit of an edge, Persephone, whereas everybody else is now on hards, and not only hards but hards that already has 5 to 8 laps on them. We have Hannibal on soft tires, having stuck out with that hards for 16 or 17 laps. He now is on soft tires. He's in the 6th position. You already see that my apologies, that he overtook Marksman, and now he's just going to go for Ace, and after, let's see if he can make his way up the leaderboard.
Yeah, but he is 8 seconds behind Ace, so that will be really, he has to concentrate, really keep tight cornering,
definitely
keep his car on that track, really well controlled driving.
Definitely,
to make up that 8 seconds.
Definitely, and like you said, something that we've come to see and to know from Hannibal is consistency. So I do believe that he will manage to keep, like you said, just keep his head together, and keep control of his car, because the consistency that he usually displays is amazing. You can definitely see that just by how he's worked himself up the grid already. And then I must also say, well done there to Ace 555, for not letting that time tick off. Hannibal's not gaining time on Ace at the moment, so Ace on the 9 laps hard tires, able to keep Hannibal behind him at a consistent time, and just making up like a lot of time, very close to God of War there, and also God of War very, very close there to Danky Monkey. So you can definitely see some of our new drivers, new league drivers, excited to be here, and just excited to see what they can bring, because we've seen some amazing competitive driving coming from God of War as well as Danky Monkey, but just not able to reach Danky on that medium tires on that overtaking straight, and God of War already has 10 laps on that hard tires of his, whereas Danky Monkey only has 8 laps on his mediums. So it is going to be a difficult feat for God of War to overtake on Danky, however managing it quite well on the inside line there.
Yeah, brilliant driving. Spectre Wolf seems like he is comfortable in his lead. He just has to, keep his cool, just keep on driving like he's driving. Fraser has a comfortable 2nd place. So yeah, it's it's going well, and it seems like the star firepower is going to be correct that Frey will be in the top 5.
I definitely believe Frey will be in the top 5. I'm wondering if Frey might not even take first position. He only has a 2.7 that he needs to catch up to Spectre. And even though Spectre has kept his lead quite comfortably, we might possibly be seeing Mr. Frey pull a bunny out of a hat during these last 3 laps, because he is on medium tires, whereas Spectre is on the hard tires. So it's only going to take Spectre now to just focus and to keep his wits about him to ensure that he does not let Mr. Frey gain that big amount of time, because I do believe that it might be quite the feat to keep Frey behind you. If it was me, I would have been very intimidated.
Oh, but let's be honest, if anybody was behind me, like if I was driving, anybody could be behind me and I would be panicking. So.
That's 100% true. I was actually driving a race with Ace and God of War during the week, and I actually said the exact same thing. I told them, look, both of you are behind me now, like they were lapping me. It's not like I was in front, but both of you are behind me now.
That was a little bit misleading.
Yeah, so I'm panicking now. And then they're like, don't stress, you'll be ghosted. So, yeah. Oh my goodness.
That's so funny.
Yeah, so like we said, we do have quite a close fight here for 4th and 3rd position. It's just God of War and Danky Monkey, God of War, and then Ace 555 keeping a consistent position 5 there. He has a lot of time to gain on Danky Monkey, but he also is winning a lot of time on Hannibal. So I do believe we might be seeing Ace taking position 5 in our test race. Hannibal, excellent driving coming from him. He has gone from 16th up until 6th position. And then, my apologies everyone, I literally just threw my phone. I'm checking the chat and I literally threw my phone. My cat's like, what is happening? But yeah, Persephone, why don't you run with it? I'm thrown off my story now.
Alright, so Anomaly was saying something, but I'm just going to go through the grid, right? So,
Wonderful.
Because I can't finish a sentence. I don't know it that well. In first position, we have Spectrewolf, and we are on lap 24, so he might keep third position, he might not.
Yeah.
Because in second position, we have Frey, and we know what Frey can do, so he might just pull a bunny out of a hat, as Anomaly says. Then in third position, at this very moment, we have God of War, but that can change in a second, because we know just behind him is Danky Monkey, and Danky Monkey really wants that third position. In fifth position, we have Ace 555, and then in position number 6, we have Hannibal. Then in position number 7, we have Marksman. And in position number 8, we have Foxycute. In position number 9, we have Zerrigon. And then in position number 10, we have Liz/Farmon, the person who has to change his name. And then in position number 11, we have the Dogman. In position number 12, we have V-Power. In position number 13, we have Monarchy. And then in position number 14, we have Peach. In 15, Mickey Knox. And in 16, Unfair Straw. We see a few people have 3-second penalties.
Yeah, quite a few.
Yeah, quite a few. But if we look at the times between them, it might not influence all of them. It might influence some of them, but not all of them.
Yeah, there definitely might be a little bit of influence here between Spectrewolf and Mr. Frey. As you can see, Frey is less than 3 seconds behind Spectrewolf. So Spectrewolf might not be taking first position if he cannot get that time between him and Frey above 3 seconds. But what I do want to point out just before we finish our race for this evening is just a fun fact about the Red Bull Ring, since we have Spectrewolf and Frey for the Williams and the the Ferrari, that Williams and Ferrari have both stood on this podium twice. So yeah, we have Spectre Wolf going over the checkered line in first position, giving it up to Frey taking first position due to that penalty. God of War following suit in third position for the Red Bull. Danky Monkey, unfortunate spin out. Let's see if he's able to recover that. Will he be able to recover that? Because we see Ace 555 getting very, very close. Is he going to take it? Is he going to take it? Unfortunately for Ace, but fortunately probably for Danky. Danky taking fourth. Ace 555 going over the line in fifth position. Hannibal will be finishing in sixth position. Marksman going to go over the checkered flag line in seventh position, followed by Foxecute in 8th, Zarigon in 9th, Liz/Fawnman in 10th position, the Dogman there in 11th, V-Power in 12th, Nanarki in 13th, Peach in 14th, Mickey Knox in 15th, and Unfair Straw there in 16th position. Well done. That was quite the scare that Danky Monkey gave us there at the end of the race. Ace having chased for that position, just not 100% able to take it just before the finishing line, and then very well deserved driver of the day going there to Hannibal, having jumped more than 10 positions in this race alone. So yeah, everyone, that was our test race. Just to recap quickly, we do have Mr. Frey taking that first position there. Well done also to the Firestar Power there in the chat, having called it for us. So that's Mr. Frey in the Ferrari in first position, followed suit by Spectre Wolf for the Williams in second position, and our newbie driver God of War for the Red Bull in third position. Well done, everyone. Just to also give you guys a little bit of a lowdown, you guys are used to us by now having post-race interviews after each race, and Persephone having an amazing F1 quiz. We will be continuing that next week when our league officially starts for the first race on the 14th of April, so please be sure to join in. Thank you so much for joining us for the test race. It was lovely sharing it with you all. It was lovely having you in the chat. Be sure to reach out to us, get up there on the socials. We look forward to seeing you next week. This will be all from my side. I'm Anomaly, and my fantastic co-host Persephone.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone, so much. May you have one splendid evening. Remember to have a good old time on the good old couch. This is Anomaly and Persephone out. Peace.
Bye.